season where you felt you've built on what you've done and starting to show the improvement that you wanted to?
Definitely. I would clearly say that we built on what we accomplished last week. I think, starting off with the obvious and with the focus on ball security, being +5 today, +3 last week, 0 giveaways 2 weeks in a row. So, I mean, that's a huge part of our focus. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, it wasn't happening. So I think our guys have done a great job executing these opportunities. Most importantly, continue to put themselves in position to make these plays. So, we had a number of injuries, as Rich has already read through. I thought the team, fought exceptionally hard. I thought the communication on the boundary was excellent, just with the number of adjustments going on throughout the game. But at the end of the day, we taking care of the football, fighting through the rough patches of the game, the momentum swings was clearly the difference in the game. So I can't say enough about the 5 takeaways.
Mike, did you learn a little something about your team in terms of just fighting through adversity with those injuries?
I would say so. I've talked about it continuous, over these past weeks on how I feel strongly. I feel strongly that these times, and hopefully, we're moving through them, and we'll continue to move through them with success because this football team definitely deserves it. But these times of adversity that we've gone through, that it would definitely pay dividends in the future. And I think that's part of our growth. I think it's part of the newness and understanding, exactly how this team, trains, performs, evaluates, all those things that go into building a successful season, let alone a successful program. So, the times of adversity clearly are things we can grow from. And I'm just really happy for the players. I mean, these guys deserve this. They've stayed after it. I think the 7-day week really helped us, get back into a routine and practice. And we knew this was going to be a tough outing, just the way the matchups were laid out. And obviously San Francisco's gone through a number of challenges too. But I thought it was I'm sure it was a fun game to watch. It was definitely an excellent game to compete in.
The storyline last week in the 30-7 win over Cincinnati was complimentary football. It was really the first time we had seen it all season long for this Cowboys team, and special teams, defense, offense. Well, guys, they continued that into today, and it certainly was another instance of that complimentary football, maybe even their best instance of it, Isaiah.
Yes, and when you use the term complimentary football, you want to make sure that you're either playing a field of possession game on special teams and or getting turnovers, which we did. On the defensive side of the ball, get turnovers, right, which we did. And on the offensive side of the ball, once you receive those turnovers in the possessions that you have, score touchdowns, which we did. Today was a perfect example of all 3 phases coming together and playing the symmetry.
And when we started this season needing our defense to get turnovers. We knew that people would score on us, but the turnovers was what we were seeking at the beginning of the year. And like you say, these last 2 games, we've got 7 turnovers. That is big. That is how your defense can always be a part of this thing. And with CeeDee Lamb with the punt return today, that's where your special teams is a part of it. So now you have an offense that has always been potent, along with a nice defense that gives you turnover and a return team that can give you a touchdown. That's complimentary football.
Yeah, it was great all-around football, I think, from this team overall. I mean, when you talk about special teams, they were able to pin their defense down and flip the field when needed to, and they were able to pin them deep with the punter, and then C.J. Goodwin able to down it down there. And then offensively, we didn't turn the ball over, I don't think, at all. And then defensively, we were able to go out there and get takeaways. We were able to get takeaways and give our offense a short field and let Andy Dalton go out there and do what he does. So overall, it was a great, well-rounded game. Special teams came to play, defense, offense. We all did what we needed to do. Too bad this isn't, week 4 or week 5. We can keep this momentum going, but, hopefully Washington ends up laying a dud and we're able to sneak in there.
Well, and there's a potential for that as Washington has Carolina and Philly left on their schedule. But Barry, whenever it comes to a defensive standpoint and you get those takeaways, you pull the football away and your offense is able to convert on the other side, how much of a confidence boost is that, knowing that, hey, you did their job, now the offense can do theirs?
It's huge. It is huge when it comes to the game of football. If you're able to take the ball away and give it to your offense, and in that same possession, that offense is able to go down there, score points, and get you up in that that game, it is huge. It gives your confidence a boost. It lets the defense know that they're doing their job, whether it be the front seven getting after the quarterback, whether it be the back end picking the ball off, which we did today in both instances. It gave our defense confidence, and we were able to roll with that for the remainder of this game.
2 fumbles recovered.